The historic downtown Chatham Retrofest. Wow, what a time. It was a car lover's dream. There was also plenty of fun for kids, too, in Tecumseh Park. I'll get to that later. But first, those wonderful classic cars and hot rods. The Friday tour started off at the John Bradley Center with a long drive throughout the surrounding area. This year, the route was changed because of downtown bridge construction. Here's a look at the downtown cruise along the main drag. That's a rare 1956 Continental. It's been in the family since new. It's all original. Cool cars, crazy cars. Hefty pickup trucks. And those wonderful vintage automobiles. Crowds of people gathered along the street to watch the passing parade. A little bit of everything in this cavalcade. That's part of the joy of Retrofest. There was fun everywhere, in pubs, private parties, and even a few crazy characters we met along the way. This is the Retrofest Tour of 2018. Everyone had a great time. The next day, Saturday, May 25th, started off with a few raindrops. But the rain soon ended, and as the day went on, the crowd started to build. Let's take a stroll along the drag to see what we can see. There are a lot of cars here, so bear with me and I'll try to show you as many of these incredible automobiles as possible. They came in from all over southwestern Ontario for this event. Sometimes it was difficult to see the cars for the people. There's a lot of walking still to do, as this was a big event. The rule this year is cars had to be at least 25 years old to be shown. If it's a 5-year-old Mustang, it's not considered retro at Retrofest. If you were there, here's a second look. If you missed it, well, there's always next year. Retrofest is where old friends meet and new friends are made. Let's look at a few individual cars and tell a few stories. This is Paul's 51 Monarch. Paul is from Chatham and has owned the car for about 5 years. He did all the restoration himself except for the paint. It took about 2.5 years to restore. Paul's daughter Debbie owns this beautiful 60 Frontenac. Here's John's 54 Caddy. It's up for sale. He has his eye on another car. This is what is lovingly called a lead sled. Just look at the chrome and stainless on this. I wonder what it would cost GM to turn this car out today. Here's Bob's 62 Studebaker Hawk, but this is not your ordinary Studebaker. It's a Gran Turismo, and it's a rare car. This one is in great shape. I'm reasonably sure that Ford did not offer this model in this color with flames. And it's hard to believe that this was once someone's 4-door family car back in 1938. On the other hand, Marg's 39 Ford is totally original. This is a 36 Ford Coupe. They sure had style back then. That's Packard owner Harry looking at Jerry's 1939 Packard 120 convertible. Jerry's owned this special car for a little over a year, buying it from a museum in St. Louis. Here's the story from Jerry.
Although there's 39 Packards around, it had every option that you could buy in that year. And they're all period correct and so on. We love the skirts and the trip lights in the front. It even has a semi-automatic transmission called the electromatic clutch.
This Packard also has two-tone paint, kind of rare for 1939. What an absolutely stunning classic car. Here's another stunning automobile. It's Grant's 28 Buick. He found this car in Sudbury, and it's a prime example of a luxury automobile from the golden age. Here's a look at the 6-cylinder engine. What a car. This is a 1917 Model T, and it runs like a top. Now, here's another luxury car, a 1933 8-cylinder Pierce Arrow limousine. This was an extremely expensive car in the heart of the Depression. That's why not many are around today. Here's a look at the Richwood dash and instrument cluster. Luxury is a particular style of car. Over the years, styles may have changed, but the luxury, the cut-above image remains. This is Frank's 1963 Cadillac limo. Here's a look at the spacious interior. Can you imagine yourself sitting in the back seat relaxing and quietly saying to the chauffeur, "To the club, Godfrey"? For some people, this was a lifestyle. Owner Frank did all the body work on this car, but he sent it out for painting. For traveling, there's a spacious trunk, and under the hood is a powerful 390 engine. Of course, if you want to get to the club a little faster, you could always take Henry's 31 Ford Hot Rod. This looks to be about a 67 Lincoln convertible. And this is Jerry's 57 Ford convertible. Here's Mickey's 3-window Hupmobile built in Windsor and finished by Woody. This 63 Super Sport has been owned by Reen for the past 13 years, but it's only been on the road for the past couple of years. It's got a 4-speed. Jim and Pat were here with their Pacer. So many other beautiful cars at Retrofest, like this 36 Buick Roadmaster. But I can't get every car into this video. That'll give you a small look at this show. Now, let's cross the bridge to Tecumseh Park for a quick look at what's going on over there. There were games galore for kids and plenty of fun. Food booths, music concerts, a huge vendor's market, face painting, a beer garden, and more happening than I can mention here. Our thanks to the beautiful downtown Chatham BIA and Kent Historic Auto Club for putting on this great event. And they thank you for coming.
Hi, I'm Connie, organizer of Retrofest. Thanks for coming out and making it such a great event.
Thanks for viewing. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, we'll see you at the car shows and cruise nights.